Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am scrapbooking these two photos here. Now I did reprint them into two 3x4s, and that is because I had two in different directions and my poor daughter's face was almost entirely cut off on this one. So I decided to shrink it down, add a little bit more of her face, and hopefully make some magic happen. So I am scrapbooking with Paper House products today. I do have some really cool things that are movie themed that I'm going to use that I cannot find. I have no idea what I did with them, but I'm going to use this Let Freedom ring pad as well. Totally not movie themed, but I think it can work. So let's see what I can do. So I definitely went ahead with this kind of wood grainy paper with the border around it. Now, most of the time, I'm not a real fan of papers that have pre-made borders around them because I feel like they kind of limit me in my creative process. But with this one, I just felt like it fit. And it is kind of like an Americana Liberty theme, but with the stars, it just felt like it was a great match for the movies. Now, these papers that I'm using are from the Stargazer collection from Paper House, and I utterly am in love with the Stargazer collection. I just think that the colors are gorgeous, the patterns on the paper are gorgeous, the sentiments that are in within the collection are gorgeous. It's just beautiful, and I really like how the blues pop on kind of this browny, woodsy type thing. And so I have this bokeh paper that I'm going to treat as a banner. And I decide that I need to add a little bit of something to these photos. I don't want to back them in white because there's a lot of white on the photo. And I just happened, this was such a beautiful happy accident, I just happened to have some of this glitter paper that exactly matches the stars that are in what is this called? The embellishment sticker pack from Paper House. And like that made my day. And then it even more makes my day because I have a star punch that is the exact same size as those stars, so I can create more with the glitter paper and my star punch. So like this was such a beautiful moment for me because it just matched so great. And look, I was so impressed I had to hold up that piece of paper again just to make sure that it matched. Now, this photo, the photo itself, I have a lot of my daughter's head cut off. And I know I said in the intro, I printed it smaller so I could get more of her head in, but that's the most of her head that's there in the photo. So it was important to me that I get another photo in here where you see more of them. And that's what I'm thinking about. Now, this movie sticker, I thought movie and night were together, and they weren't, so that was a fun thing. I end up not using night. Now I trimmed off the movie part, and look, you can even see I totally cut the paper too short. The line was even there for me to cut on, and I screwed it up and cut it way too short, so I had to cut it again. And I really liked backing this sticker with the white paper because you can really see like all the different shades and stuff in the transparency, and it kind of makes it look more like a true film reel than just like a black film reel sticker. So I really, really like that. And now I just need to figure out how to arrange my photos so that my poor daughter's head doesn't look too funky, but still being able to put movie down on top of this. And look, her poor head's cut off. I'm covering up most of her body with the sticker, so don't worry, I'm going to add it in. I don't want to like make it look like I'm trying to hide her in the layout or anything because it kind of looks that way, but we're not going to do it. Now, these are the ticket stubs, so I'm going to include those as well. It seems weird. I don't usually scrapbook movie ticket stubs unless it's like something big and like a big family event or something that's a little bit more than, hey, we went to the movies. Now, this one was cool. I am a member of D23, which is basically a fan club for Disney. And I've been a charter member since it began. So that means I signed up for the membership the first like moment it came out. And they had sent this little thing here where it was like you get two free tickets to a movie. So I took my girls and we went on Tuesday because at our movie theater, it's like, I don't know, something like Cheap Tuesday or something crazy like that. I don't know what they actually call it. But we went to the movies for super cheap. We saw a great movie. Loved the movie Christopher Robin. So I just felt like this was something I needed to document. Not only was it something cool sent from D23, but it was awesome. It was just like a girls' day out for the movie. So that was really, really cool. And back then I was off on Tuesdays. Tuesdays was my normal day off, so it worked out great. Now I am going to use that little slide cut pen. I forget what they're called. What are they called? Pen blades. Pen blades. To go ahead and kind of slice into the foam, and that way what I'll be able to do is kind of tuck these tickets into the movie reel a little bit so that they layer up. And then I decided I needed to extend my little banner here. So I just ripped it. Nobody sees it underneath, so it's mine and your little secret. And then I'm going to overlap the tickets right here. And I am perfectly okay with overlapping some of the actual movie ticket stubs because I have 3 of them. So if you get a little bit of cover up on this side, you're going to be able to see whatever the movie is on the other ones. Now, I really liked this camera up here, so I knew I wanted to put that up there, but I wasn't exactly sure what else I was going to put up there. So I just stuck it up there as kind of like a placeholder, like knowing I needed to bring something else. I didn't know if I wanted to bring in a tag or whatever, but I did pull out these puffy stickers, and it says awesome, and it had an arrow on it, and I went ahead and just snipped off that arrow. Fun fact, later that night, when I was getting ready for bed, I looked down at my shirt and the arrow was there. So it stuck to me instead of going where it needed to go. Now these are Life Organized stickers that I'm pulling out here, and they are awesome label stickers. They've got arrows and different colors and such things. And I thought maybe I should try to, zhuzh up awesome a little bit. Make it a little bit fun, make it a little bit exciting, but I decided not to. What I did decide to do was use this arrow, and, well, first I'm trying to, come on, Sandy, you know that's not going to work. Get rid of that. Take it off. Take it. Now, come on. Take it off. So frustrating when you watch yourself scrapbook when you're like, no, you know that doesn't work. Don't do it. But you still try it out anyway. And then I think maybe I should bring something up here to the top. And I'm like, no, you know what I should do? I should layer my little camera on this. And I purposely chose to have the camera facing left and the arrow facing right. I figured that they kind of balanced each other out and made it all okay. Now these puffy stickers right here, I am going to pull those back out. I love these puffy stickers. So unbeknownst to me, when I found these Paper House puffy stickers years ago, like it never registered who they were. Like it didn't register, oh, these are Paper House. Because I had some really cool die cuts that I've been hoarding for a long time. I used one recently on a page. It was an airplane, of course. But it never connected in my head that Paper House was the same as this Paper House. And when it did, I was like, oh, Paper House, so awesome. So that just makes it even more special to me that I was able to be on the design team, which is pretty awesome. Now, I decided that I wasn't going to create another 12 by 12 layout, but I wanted to include the paperwork that they sent. It's not really paperwork. It's basically like a long postcard and a thing with a code on the back so you can get your free movie tickets. And I also wanted to include this photo that's hidden underneath the layout right now, where it's a better photo of my 2 daughters, and it's more of the movie marquee sign thing, so that it doesn't look like, I'm printing them in smaller photos just for the layout. And that is something that kind of grinds my gears a little bit. Like, am I printing the photo small because that's the way it needs to be for the design of the layout, or am I printing the photo small for another reason? And this one, like, this worked for me. I was printing the photo small because poor Chloe's face was chopped off. And I didn't want her face chopped off. But I'm like, am I printing the photo small just so I can fit it into a pretty layout? Because let's face it, I scrapbook for two reasons. One is I like the chronological memories of our family, and it starts back in 1998 when my husband met and got married, and it is going forward. Right now I am wrapping up 2018, and I've started playing in 2019, but the chronological, like, retelling of our family memories is the main focus. However, the whole creativity, art thing, playing with paper, making something you're really proud of, making something beautiful, making art. Not all of my pages I would consider art, but some of them I do. Some of them I'm like, dang, Sandy, like, dang. And there are definitely pages that I'm like, woo, yeah, girl, you got this. And then there are pages that are like, this is a great memory. And then there are pages where like it's done and it's in the album and I'm good. So anyway, I say all that I wanted to have a full-size photo of the event, is basically what that all boils down to. So as you can see, I'm adding in some more glitter paper over here. I felt like I had some glitter going on the big page. I probably should have some glitter going on the little page, especially since this is going to go in front of the 12 by 12 layout. And not only are you going to be able to see this, like you see, like that's what it's going to look like in the album, and then I have to do something on the back of the page as well. So that is what I'm working on right now. Now I had this white cardstock right here, and fun fact, that is already in A2 card size. So I know it's not going to exactly fit my 6x8 page protector. So I'm just going to trim this off right here. And look, I started to use that highly scientific method of using your fingernail, but I actually decided to use a pencil. Now, this is where I am going to screw up. So I'm thinking, yeah, you know what I can do? I can just fill in the gap here with some of this blue glitter paper because I am in love with this blue glitter paper. I'm not exactly sure where I got it from, but it just makes me stupid happy that it matches perfectly with my paper house stickers. Now, I did put my adhesive over a little bit too far, so I'm using my adhesive eraser to just get that off of there. And then, guys, this is where I screw it up. Instead of marking where I needed to trim off the blue paper, I trimmed off the blue paper just to fit on the white cardstock. And this is where I'm like, I cannot believe myself. And I don't even notice it until come on, when do you notice it, Sandy? Yeah. That's when I notice it. I'm like, what in the world did I do? So now I'm thinking and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I actually had to cut a few minutes of video out there because I was flipping through papers and trying to figure it out. So this is what I do. I add some more of this beautiful Stargazer paper on the other side, and I'm making sure that I'm not going to screw it up this time, and I'm not going to trim off the paper where I shouldn't be trimming off the paper. So I use the other side of the page as my template, and I'm just adhering it down so that it's going to fit there and it's not going to be wonky. So there it is. I do take some washi tape, and I do keep kind of like maybe not my ugly washi tape. Yeah, sometimes it's ugly washi tape. I kind of keep my ugly washi tape or washi tape I never use on a dispenser right on my table so I can back layouts and stuff like that when I need to. So I know I want to use this It's the Little Things in Life card, and I do have to trim it down. At first I was thinking I could just go ahead and fit it in here and maybe like overlap it, but then I'm saying no, your whole point is to get more of your daughters and more of the sign into the album, and you are covering up right now. Like, what are you thinking, Sandy? So I trimmed it down, and it trims down pretty nicely. And then I know that I need to bring in some more of these awesome movie-themed stickers because, like I said, I don't scrapbook a lot of movies, so I definitely want to be able to use them up. Plus, I have it on both of the other parts of the layout, so I should probably have it on this third part as well, is what is going through my mind. So I go ahead and use the popcorn, and I'm thinking about using the drink as well, but the drink is so much smaller than the popcorn, and it just doesn't feel right to me, which is fine because, you know, I can use that drink for anything else in the world where I've got a cup. Probably going to be doing a layout on the abysmal state of California and how we are not allowed to have plastic straws anymore and everything is a paper straw. And I totally get it. And like, you know, go environment and all that stuff. But let me tell you something, people. I am salty. I am salty over the fact that a paper straw in a Frappuccino totally ruins the experience for me. It does not taste like a Frappuccino. You taste the paper. It's not fun. Okay? It is not fun. All right, and now that I'm over that, I felt like I needed to add a little bit more weight to the page down here. The white cardstock just kind of like goes off to the expanse, kind of like it's just this woo off in this ethereal world. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to weigh it down a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I am going to bring in this sticker here. I don't know what I was watching or what I was doing, but something caught my attention away from my layout, that is for sure. And then I'm still trying to go ahead and get that drink in there, but it doesn't work. And finally I'm just like, whoop, be done, be gone, be gone. Come on, Sandy, like, be gone. Boy, I'm frustrating myself. There we go. Toss it up on the page. So this is where I'm like, okay, it needs a little bit something else. It needs a little bit more. So I decided to double up these kind of like arrow label stickers and make that happen there. And that feels a little bit better to me. I feel like my poor little popcorn and stuff isn't just falling off the page now. It kind of feels like it belongs there. So then I'm going to use my star punch with my glitter paper and recreate the stars. Did you see that? That star fit exactly on top of the paper house star. It made me so excited. And I'm just going to drop these down, and that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching and coming along with me as I document this trip to the movies with my girls. Be sure to use my code if you're interested in any of the Paper House products. It is PH19Sandy, and I also will have that link in the description down below, so you can head over there to paperhouseproductions.com and order some of these awesome supplies. Maybe you'll find something that you weren't expecting. I know that it's always a fun time when I go to the Paper House website and I just look at all the products instead of sorting them, because I'm like, oh, I can use that on this, or I can use that on this. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, guys, thanks so much for watching. You're going to be able to see what it's going to finally look like, and I will see you guys again real soon in the next video.